Bonjour, ich habe eine...
Oui.
Oh, merci. So for my 39th birthday, I decided to take a week off and lay out on the beach in the south of France, the French Riviera, the Côte d'Azur, whatever you want to call it. I left Vienna on Friday evening and landed in Nice that evening as well. We were a bit delayed actually, but I am just so excited to get to France. Now, the first time I've been to Nice was back in December 2024, and I just fell in love with the city. I was just like, I need some sun, I need some water. And so for this birthday, I decided to take a solo birthday trip where I can just explore and just be in the water and be with random strangers that I don't know that are from everywhere. And I think that's definitely one of the things about solo traveling that I really admire so much because it takes a lot to just be able to pack your bags, buy a ticket, and decide what you're gonna do. You know, that means you trust yourself enough. Um, but yeah, so that's where we're headed. We're headed to the French Riviera to enjoy some nice sun and some seafood and some this beautiful scenery. And as I take this trip, this is actually part one of the video because I did stay for a week. And the first couple of days I stayed in Nice. And later in the video, you'll see that I traveled to Menton, which is about like I think a 45-minute drive from Nice on the train. And then the next last 4 days I stayed in Cannes, and that in itself was just an experience, which I just enjoyed immensely. But yeah, so stay tuned and let me know in the comments below if you've ever traveled to Nice or if that's on your travel plans. So enjoy the view as we fly over Monaco, and see you guys later in the video.
Ah bon? Oui. Se kote dati nou konan ban sa paske m konen nou gen bel ti nou an nou. Men m pa jwen soley Vienna. So m vin an Frans pou m ka jwen soley la. Selman lem fin akwan ti Fransè mwen bonjour an oui. La paye Moun mande pou an kawo pou m ka pase gad mwen. Men mande pou kawo an anglais, apos ala m fin mande pou di wo cham nan m di 119. Sa m konen, nimewo yo m konen nimewo yo. Aye problem.
Oh my god.
Oui. So it's our first day here in Nice, and I'm headed to Opera Plage. I rented out a chair, a Vienna, and obviously you're probably like wondering, why are you like facing that way? Because that's where the sun is at. Because when we face this way, there's like sun behind me. Either way, yeah, look how cute these apartments are. So I'm currently walking to the tram, and then I walk 5 minutes after that. And I mean, transportation is not so, it's so easy to get around actually. So it's like 9-minute walk from my hotel. Not bad. So you just cross the streets. Ugh. Alright, let's buy our tickets. Let's cover English. That's it. Fine. No, I already got a card. I don't have a card. I'm purchasing my ticket. Next. Previous. Let's go for 6 trips. Okay. No. Okay, so then we have a card. I got. So obviously people live here. I purposely didn't want to stay in the touristy part, because then you get to see like different things and you get to see like the true local life, and that's what I'm here for. Oh, I can see the ocean. I'm so excited for the ocean. That's all I want for my life. I don't have to do this, but we're doing this. Gotta make sure. At this point, I love getting stared at. It needs to look good.
À droite ou à gauche? À gauche? À gauche.
Bonjour,
Oui. Alors, votre nom c'est
Daphne Eugène. Eugène. Un taxe? Yep.
La dame, elle est en A406.
Oui, ça c'est première ligne.
Vous voulez changer?
Première.
Vous voulez payer le supplément?
Oui.
Les deux premiers ou les deux premiers? A406. Donc, vous voulez passer en première?
Oui, en première ligne.
Donc, c'est 10 € en plus, madame, s'il vous plaît.
Ok.
Le Bed, il passe en premier. Donc, tu libères le A405. Elle est toute seule.
Merci. Ça va tout?
Et un Bed, encore en première ligne. Madame. Et voilà.
Bonjour.
En première ligne,
else can I ask for?
So, since moving here to Europe, I've learned to truly take time out for myself, by myself, with myself. And it has just truly been an act of just love, just to be able to go somewhere else and rest, and not just your body, but also your mind. And the beach is my go to place. I love being by the water, I love just the sound of the ocean hitting the rocks or the sand, and I just truly enjoyed this time. And by the way, if you didn't know, now you know, Nice, France is a rocky beach. However, later in the next video, you'll see that Cannes is a sandy beach. But I would advise you, if you ever do come to Nice and you want to go to the beach, bring your water shoes. Because look at homegirl struggling. And there was no way I was going to show y'all me struggling. Because I did get in the water, but I wasn't going to show you struggle. But yeah, I had to take a couple of selfies, of course, and it was so nice to just get away and be by the water and dip my feet in to the French Riviera.
So I decided I saw this place on, I think, TikTok. This focaccia with some bread. I saw this place on TikTok, so I figured I'd make a reservation. It's not bad. It's right by somewhere Anglaise. Oh, Messi. Or Messi. Of course I got an Apero. It like matches my fits. This is perfect. Okay. So yeah. Add a little salt. As much as we love to talk about solo travel this and solo travel that, and how rewarding it is and how liberating it is, but can we talk about some challenges? Because who's supposed to take all my cute photos? I'm supposed to follow me around and that I can talk to the camera. And so for me, some of the challenges is, being able to capture what I want to capture in my head. But then I'm just like, you know what, Daph, this is from your perspective. And you just show the people what you want to show them. And, sometimes that means leaning your camera against a dirty window ledge, or take certain pictures, pulling out, having that cringe moment and pulling out your tripod in certain places. And so that's definitely challenging. But other challenges that come along with it are like loneliness. Sometimes, as much as we enjoy our freedom and enjoy being by, like, especially me. Yes, I love being by myself, but sometimes I'm just like, I see some things or people doing stuff and I like want somebody to share that experience with. And obviously it's just me. So of course I have to call my best friend and be like, girl, you not believe this. But other challenges can be like safety concerns. And I know many people always ask me, especially as a Black woman traveling abroad by herself, is it safe? And I want to say yes. Many of the countries are safe, and obviously do your homework, and everyone's experience is different. Another thing. So we got the tagliolini with the sea bream, pistachio, and limone. Let's get in this. Let's get in it. It can be higher costs. Obviously by yourself, you pay the full amount versus if you were with someone else or a group of people, you would pay less than that.
Another challenge can be decision fatigue. You know, as much as I want to be like, listen, I love somebody to make decisions for me. Okay. I have no problem making this decision. However, sometimes I do like having someone else make the decision for me. And so I get tired of having to always choose where to eat. But also, it also means that I'm not going back and forth with nobody. If I decide to walk across the street and grab a donut for €3, that's what I'm gonna have for dinner or even breakfast. So that can play both parts, a challenge and a benefit. And, just, when you're going to the bathroom, like who's gonna watch my luggage or, eating alone. And I mean, granted, I've gotten so used to eating alone that I don't mind it some days. But on the flip side, a lot of benefits of solo traveling is just the freedom and flexibility you have. Like you can literally wake up in the morning and decide to do nothing. Or you can wake up in the morning and decide to hike Mount Kilimanjaro. You know what I mean? And so you can definitely do whatever you want when you want to without having someone else like, oh, I don't want to do this or I can't do this. Um, Another benefit is personal growth. You build confidence, independence, problem solving skills because trust me, you're going to come up, problems are going to arise, and you have to make a decision. And there is no one else to hold your hand but yourself. And going into that, another benefit is self discovery. Like you get to know yourself in different settings with different people around. And I think that's a beautiful thing to be able to cultivate and create this new version of yourself as we are ever evolving humans. And also another benefit is you get to meet so many cool people. There's so many cool people that I've met along my journey, and some of them I still communicate with via Facebook and Instagram, of course. And others, and I think sometimes I don't need to have a deep connection with you, but there's people that I've had deep connections with, and we still communicate to this day. So what are some challenges and or benefits that you think comes with solo traveling? Let me know down in the comments below. So I'm trying to head up to the Castle Hill. There's this beautiful waterfall that I'm trying to see. Last time I was here, I didn't make it, but we're gonna try this time. The only thing is, I really hope the elevator works. If it doesn't work, then I'm not gonna go up there. But yeah. I ended up not going to the waterfalls because the elevators was working, but it's probably at least like 30-minute waiting, and I feel like I'd rather switch into sports gear so I can take the stairs up. But let's see, that's for another day. So I want to go home. I'm going to the hotel, change it to something comfy, work on my computer, and do nothing for the rest of the day, most likely. It's very cloudy out, as you guys can see. Like, but yeah,
that's it for today. Gotta protect yourself. Protect yourself. So my biggest concern is I don't want the sunglasses to imprint on my face. Okay? But just had to double check that. Okay. My life be glorified, be glorified. You get the glory, you get the honor. So later in the day, I decided to hop on a train and go further south and visit another city, Menton, if you would call it. And it's literally just 37 minutes from Nice, and it's only €8. And that's one of the reasons I love Europe, because you can literally hop on a train, get to another city within minutes, or even another country. Because I think Monaco is probably like 30 minutes from Nice. And so if you're ever down in the south of France, I would highly recommend getting on the train and visiting somewhere else, even if it's for the day. Like I literally just went for a couple of hours. I think it was like 4 hours or even 3. Because once I got there, I just kind of like walked around and got lost and explored. And of course, I had to check out the infamous yellow steps and Menton is known for a lot of things. I didn't explore the many things that it's known for, which is like literally lemons. And I think like if I walked further, I'd literally be in Italy. So if you're done in South Africa, okay. So I'm literally here to go to these infamous yellow steps that we're gonna go together. Hence, what? I'm wearing yellow. It just kind of worked out that way anyway. But let's go check out the city. It's a bit cloudy today here in Menton. Menton. But yeah. I'm actually not mad at it because, you know, it's not too hot. The city is cute so far. France, definitely check it out. It's something to do, and you will definitely love it there because obviously it's by the water, of course, but also like there's just a lot of beautiful different intricacies of Menton. And if you go during the day, obviously you get to see more. And I went on a Sunday, so obviously many people were just kind of like chilling. And made it to the stairs. Closed, but it was still a good vibe, and I really enjoyed it. And I decided to stop by and get some sushi, which was mediocre. It wasn't all that. Um, and I think it was because it was literally close to the touristy area, and so it was okay. And service was meh. But overall, I would actually would definitely go back to Menton just so I can explore it a bit more and see what it's really about. I want sushi. Just found the spot. Okay, but first, let's go to the Ferris wheel. And then we're gonna see what's. Okay, clean up. I see you. all I'm gonna say is
So another challenge that comes with solo traveling is you cannot get on a Ferris wheel by yourself because of safety concerns. I'm like, I'm thick enough. But anyways, I had to hop on with the family. They were so nice to let me join them, and I really appreciate it because look at this view. By the time I sat down and had the sushi, I was starving, which is why I think I decided to stay because even when I sat down, the wait was long. And then when I finally got my order and the food came out, it was like, I wouldn't recommend getting sushi in Menton, okay? But when you're hungry, you're gonna go for what you know. But I definitely want to go back and try some of their local cuisine because I know it's amazing.
So I wanted to capture this moment because it's nearly 10 o'clock at night. It's like 9:52. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like 9:52. I'm in Menton and I'm headed back to the train station so that I can catch my train back to Nice. And you know, many people ask, is it safe for black solo travelers, black women to travel alone? It is. Let's, you know, and obviously do your research, but I am walking, but also it's summer, like I feel 100% safe, okay? So I don't want, you know, I don't want people to, and like I've passed other people, I've like walked past men, women, they leave you alone, they don't bother you, you know, you're not provoking them, they don't bother you. So just thought I'd share that for anyone that is considering to travel solo overseas, internationally. There's so many places that you can go and visit and find. Get out there. Okay. There we go. So I'm currently at the train station and I just got here in time for the last train. Like I'm just living my best life, eating sushi by the water, and I'm like, it is like a 20-minute walk from where I was, from the piers to the train station, and I get here and the last train is at 22:37, which is like 10:37. And the next train to Nice is at 6 o'clock in the morning. Baby, I was gonna catch a Uber, but anyways, we made it. Oh, who is that?